Hello everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Shannon. Hello and welcome. Just getting ready for bed. Gonna hop in here in a couple of minutes. It's 9 o'clock. And girl's gotta get her sleep, right? So I need to get to bed. Anyhow, boy, I look terrible. But um, I want to talk about um, my dysphoria. Um, you guys see me most of the time when I do my videos. I appear pretty happy, pretty balanced, I guess. But you don't see the times when I'm really dysphoric and having, pardon me, major challenges. I just ate, so got a funky rasp in my throat. Anyway, some of these things that set my dysphoria off, and there's a multitude of them. I mean, there's so many things that do this to me, but there's some that stand out because maybe because I think about them most all the time. And that would probably be, well, it wouldn't probably be, it is my age for one. Um, transitioning at this stage in my life, at my age and all that, really compounds my dysphoria. When I have my attacks or I get in my funk, I'm really hard on myself. Um, my body's in pretty good shape for an old girl. Um, I really think I could give probably a lot of you a run for your money because I'm a pretty good runner and I've always been somewhat athletic and always kept pretty good care of myself, except for my younger years. I'm in my real younger years. I was a little abusive. But anyway, this age is a big one because I feel like I'm racing and I'm not, but it feels like I'm racing with time to try to transition to a point where I'm feeling I'm already feeling a little more comfortable with myself. And I think it's I'm progressing, but as a whole I have a long way to go. And I race with this body clock. I mean, you guys might look at me and say, "Well, it's already too late, honey." Well, depends on what we're talking about, but for me to get to a point, I'm really just trying to blend like we all do. If I'm ever going to, and it's going to take time, it's going to take resources, which I'm limited for both. So this compounds uh, my dysphoria when I get into a funk. And then another thing that's pretty important, I mean, sex. I understand, and most of us, the girls that are transitioning understand, but typical viewers may not, that that just kind of drop in on us and want to check us out and stuff. But the differences between gender identity and sexual identity is just two different creatures. And but sex is important in most everyone's life. It's always been important in mine. I've always been sexually active since I was like 13 years old. And I just think the human exchange and intimate exchange with other people is something that we all need. I mean, we were created to multiply, to mate, to have these things. And since beginning transition, my hormones have really played a role on my mood swings and on how I view things in general. It's been changing, I've noticed, subtly. Nothing's been real abrupt and black and white. There've been subtle changes in my attractions um, to male and female. I've always been predominantly attracted to females, but I always did like boys, which was a secret. Nobody knew that. I didn't publicly exploit that. People didn't know that secretly I was I would play with boys and on occasion have sex with men and things like that at different points of time through the many, many years. But I was mostly recognized as a heterosexual, and I identify really as a heterosexual. And when I say this, in earlier videos I said I identify as a lesbian. Well, it's because I've always I've always loved females, and females to date actually are still pretty attracted to me. I can go out and I can get a female pretty readily, but anymore, my penis, I don't like using it. And that goes for both sexes. It's always been that way with men. I don't let men have anything to do with my penis. That's just how I am. I am a female. If they don't see me that way and they're looking for a chick with a dick, they got the wrong girl. And and the girls that I would have intimate relations with, if they most of them, any of them I've been with, desire penis. And if they want me to perform, it's getting harder. It's getting tougher to. I start to feel like I'm not satisfying them anymore. And over this past year, I'll speak of more recently that sex just isn't important to me right now. My hormones are really playing a role in that, and I'm identifying that I am a heterosexual like I was when I was in the male gender. And, out of the storybook or the fairy tale, I would like to be recognized and live as a female and be heterosexual partnered with a male, in the fairy tale. So, anyway, this is a huge dysphoric uh, part of my personality and my transition and what I'm going through and experiencing, and it's a big problem if I let it be. So anyway, because I enjoy sex and that kind of intimacy with another, and I just haven't been getting that, or it's not that I haven't been looking, I've not been looking for it, I just haven't been interested. So anyhow, I'll probably talk more about it in the future. This is getting long, and just thought I would give you a little insight to a couple of things that really get me in a funk, and my dysphoria really starts to get the best of me when I think about these personal issues. So, talk to you soon. I hope you're all doing well. Good night.